In Revelation 13:18 in our English Bibles, we learn about the number of the beast, which is 666. But did you know that in the Greek from which it is translated, it does not actually say that? I'm not saying that it's a mistranslation, but that the actual Greek word written by St. John is not even a word, but is a composite of 3 Greek letters. That's because it was written in a type of code language, if you will. Now, the number 666 is the true translation, or rather, interpretation. We know this by a certain systematic method of interpretation by which we derive numerical values from letters and words. This method is called Gematria, which has been used since the most ancient times from the prophets until the apostles and in the days of the church fathers. The 2 languages in which this method is used are Hebrew and Greek, the original languages of the Old and New Testaments respectively. And before we go further, keep in mind, Gematria is not an innovation of man. It's from God himself, the creator of these biblical languages, as you will see. So here's how it works. Each letter of the Hebrew and Greek alphabets has been assigned a certain number. For example, in Hebrew, the numerical value of the letter Aleph is 1, the letter Bet 2, and the letter Gimel 3. When calculating the numerical value for a specific word, the respective values for each of the letters which compose the word are added together. Let's put this into action now by looking at the number of the beast in the book of Revelation. In Greek, we see 3 letters, which are Chai, Xai, and Stigma. The numerical value for Chai is 600, for Xai 60, and for Stigma 6. Together, these numbers add up to a total of 666. As is the case with all great wisdom, instead of naming it explicitly, God has hidden this number behind 3 Greek letters. This is why it is written beforehand, "Let him who has understanding count the number of the beast." And it goes on to say that his number is Chai, Xai, Stigma, which again, being interpreted only in the light of Gematria, is 666. Gematria can be used to uncover many amazing mystical and even miraculous things. And if a Christian seeks to learn more about Gematria, he can find some knowledge in the writings of the Church Fathers. We won't go in depth in this video, but let's take a look at just one more interesting example. The numerical value for Jesus' name in Greek, which is Jesus, is 888. And I'll let you do your own research to understand the significance of this number, but be sure to conceal it as God has done so, if you do find it. We hope that this introduction to Gematria opened your mind to a greater understanding of the divine revelation. And make sure that you do not use this knowledge for carnal reasons, but let it motivate you to acquire more wisdom and to spread light to others.